Well, it's the day for our big announcement. But before I announce exactly what, it was probably 5 years ago we came up with a plan, didn't we?
We did, yes. We had. This was our first plan, actually.
Yeah, our
5
first
years
plan.
ago, yes.
We were looking at sort of getting away for little weekends and days away, and we thought about a VW camper, didn't we?
Yeah.
There was one parked in the street next to us.
And I used to see it every day when I walked the dog Jarvis we had then, and he liked to go the same route round the streets in Brighton, and I always used to look at it fondly, I think.
It was a rusty old thing, but we decided that they were the VW campers they're tiny, massively expensive,
yes,
and even when they're renovated, they're so leaky. It's somebody I knew rented one, and it was even then that leaked, and that had been completely renovated.
Oh, right.
Anyway, our plan back then was to maybe sell up and take to the waterways, the inland waterways of England and Wales, wasn't it?
Yeah, because many years ago, I was used to admire. We used to live near Shore and Beach, and there's a lot of houseboats on there. And I was used to, wouldn't it be lovely to live on a houseboat?
We did actually look at.
We did, yeah.
We looked at a boat at Shoreham Beach, at Shoreham Harbour. It was an ex lifeboat, and it was like. It was actually a bit smaller than this inside, and we decided that maybe it was a bit too small, didn't we?
Yes, and also they're stationary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're permanent. I mean, they're beautiful.
You buy on the other side of Shoreham Beach. They have old navy vessels like landing craft,
things,
and they're battleship grey. And the huge superstructures on it. Anyway, so we came up with the idea that we would go for a canal boat, a narrow boat, if you will.
That's right, we did. Because we thought you can keep it moored in one place, or you can
chug around.
The option, yeah. You got it like your home in one place if you want to. You've got options, yes.
So we've decided that that's what we're going to do. But the thing is that our original plan was to have the camper van and have a narrow boat as a sort of permanent home, if you like. Our home would be on water, and we'd have the camper van to go to see family, travel around to see the parts of England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland that weren't accessible by the waterways. And because we hadn't thought about going to Europe at that point.
No, we hadn't. I don't know why we hadn't. No.
It hadn't sort of come into our head really. But we were, we wanted that sort of freedom, if you like, to have a way of getting away and going places like we do now.
Yep.
And have that sort of water-based life, because we've always loved being by the sea. We're attracted to the sea. We're attracted to water. We really love walking along canal towpaths. We are the ultimate gongoozlers, as they say, onlookers. And you'll have noticed over the last 2 or 3 videos that we have been near canals, and we've been going on canal towpath walks and really enjoying that. I've included some photographs and videos of narrowboats, and that's because we've been looking, haven't we?
We've been looking at them
Seriously.
all over the country,
all over the place.
And we have. We've liked what we've seen very much.
Yeah, you're right. I think in the last video we said we'd driven like 150 miles to the Daventry area, and that was to look at a narrowboat. We were. It was a snap decision that we went we had to go because it came on sale, and what we'd found was over the past couple of months we'd gone to see Narrowboat, said yes we like it, but it was already under offer, and it's sort of off the market when it's under offer. So you have to move really, really quickly to get these things, don't you?
You do have to move really quickly, and also I think it's like a motorhome. You know exactly the sort that you want, and you don't want to deviate from it. I mean, when we got this, we knew that we wanted an island bed.
Yeah.
That was number one priority, an island bed.
So,
and we never regretted that we got an island bed. So that's what we did. Yeah.
So this sort of layout, with a decent sized lounge, maybe we don't need a big kitchen. We don't do a massive load of cooking, and a decent bedroom is really what we need, and what we were looking for in a narrowboat was something that had what they call a reverse layout. Now, usually, the stern, the back of the boat is where you stand and steer it on the tiller. Coming into that door, you would normally find the bedroom. From historically, I think they'd call it the boatman's cabin. So because they were working boats anyway. So you'd have the bedroom there and the lounge, or the saloon as they call it, right down at the bow or the front of the boat, going out onto a small deck at the front. But we wanted the reverse layout, didn't we?
We did, so that you come straight down into the galley. Yeah.
Yeah. So the reverse layout isn't like pick up the layout, turn it around, plonk it down. What it is sort of rearranged. It has the bedroom at the front, going out onto a small deck, which is quite nice, and the kitchen at the rear, the galley,
yes.
as when he says correctly says, the galley at the back. So if we're cruising along, somebody can make a cup of tea while somebody else is steering, and you can still sort of talk and have a chat. So that's quite good, isn't it?
Yep.
And then you'd have the bathroom and lounge in the middle.
Yeah, that's right, in the middle.
Yeah, so some of them have a dinette, the sort of American style dinette type things with a bench seat either side or a little table.
So really what it's turned out to be is a cruiser stern, and it's a reverse layout. So that's what we hoped to get.
Yeah.
And we did find this boat, so and it's nearly ours.
Nearly.
Not quite.
Not quite ours.
No.
We haven't. Well, we've had it surveyed, so they've taken it out of the water, which we had to pay for. Taken it out of the water, inspected the hull, and then inspected the inside, made sure everything was working. There was a few bits of things that the surveyor found that the broker, it's being bought, weirdly, it's a private sale through a broker. Well, I don't suppose that's really weird, but that's how it normally happens. So the broker is arranging for those things to be repaired at the current owner's expense, so they'll be paying for that. And it pretty much like a house survey. If you're buying a new house or buying a used house, you have a survey done, and then if there's things wrong with it, you negotiate. Either they fix it or you get a reduction. And on boats, it seems like that the broker just fixes everything that's wrong, and then you pay the agreed price. So that's the situation we're in at the moment. The boat's ours, but not ours, because we haven't paid for it. It's all being fixed up this week, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's the real big announcement, really.
Yes.
So we will be changing how we live in quite a significant way.
Yes.
We are a little bit sad to be selling Nikita Chloe.
Yes.
She's a beautiful motorhome, and you know, I think the person or people that buy this will be getting a brilliant motorhome, because it's completely solid and nothing wrong with it, which is unusual. Yeah. All the wrinkles ironed out from new, and really, yeah, great. So we're a little bit sad to let it go, but you know, the narrowboat will be our new home, but we'll also be going into a small camper van stroke motorhome. So we'll be, when Nikita Chloe is sold, we will be buying that. We think we might do a little bit of a self build, not sure, depends what we can find in terms of, you know, a pre-built one. They seem to be extortionately expensive.
Yes.
Right, you know, something like a, I don't know, something like an Autotrail V line is the sort of thing that we're looking at. Not that we could afford that at all, you know, because they're like 60 grand new, and they're not much less second hand either.
No.
So that's why we're looking at a self build. So it'll be like a Fiat Ducato type thing, and then fitted out.
So we'll just and use that in the winter to go to Spain and travel around, and
So what we found in the winter going to Spain was that we didn't really need all this space, did we? For what we do. And we thought the smaller would be okay for us. So we spend most of our time outside, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We do, because the weather's always so nice. Yes. So we.
Yeah. So that's the big plan.
We think this is what we're going to do, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a hard thing to make these decisions and know whether you're doing the right thing or not. But it is life is for living, isn't it?
Yes,
and that's you make those decisions and you stick with them, and you go and you do what you do. But I think one of the things that we are really looking forward to is the little gentle cruises up and down the Canal network.
Yeah, I didn't realise there's hundreds of miles you can go.
Over 1,000 miles.
1,000 miles, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot.
We've got books and maps of the Canal network, Nicholson's guides. And honestly, if anyone's got a Nicholson guide number 3 that they'd like to send us, let me know. You can't buy them for love of money. No. It's just like they're not available, apparently. I don't know why. I can't find one.
No.
And that's the heart of England, Birmingham and so on. So it's sort of that central area. It's called the heart of England, Nicholson's guide number 3. If you've got one that you don't want, send it our way. So, how excited are you?
I'm very, 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 very excited. And also I'm getting a little bit anxious about it all, because that's me. I do get anxious about moving. I think it's just memories of all the moves we've had in our life. We've moved so many times, but it's exciting, but also it's very stressful. I'm sure you all know that. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to it's nice to do something different and to learn some new things. Learn how to be living in a smaller van. Learn how to be living in a narrowboat. So that's good.
The narrowboat. The narrowboat is actually 55 foot long.
Yes. We won't know what to do with all the space, will we?
Well, it doesn't. It feels a little bit bigger than this. I think in terms of the width, I think it's probably about the same, isn't it?
Do you know, Steve?
I think there's 6'6" wide.
Yeah, it's difficult
externally. So they're probably 6 foot wide internally, something like that. There's plenty of headroom because we're only 5'6". There's plenty of room, and the lounge in the boat we're hoping to get is, I think, 11 foot long.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So what we've got is a cruiser stern, which is, I think it's 6 foot from the back doors to the tiller. Is it 6.5 foot, something like that?
Yeah, something
it's quite a big area, so we can, that's quite a nice way. When you're moored up,
you can sit on there.
You can have a little table out there.
Yeah.
So more outdoor eating. So that's quite good.
I love to sit outside.
Yeah.
I always do.
Yeah. And then you go through into the back doors. You've got the kitchen, a couple of cupboards, kitchen, which has a fridge, a 4-burner hob, gas cooker, gas oven, and grill. And then on the opposite side is that little table. And then you go through into the lounge, which has got cupboards and stuff like that, and then some chairs, and then there's an off corridor shower toilet which has a hip bath in it, so it's a half size bath shower, a toilet and vanity unit sink thing, so it's like a normal shower room in a house. A narrowboat is much more like a house, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
And then after the toilet, after the bathroom, you've then got the bedroom, which has a small double, which is a 4 foot wide bed, and then a wardrobe, some cupboards, and a door, double doors out onto what they call the well deck at the front, sort of in the bow, and then beyond that there's a water tank which holds 500 litres of water, I think. 500 litres.
Is it?
Something like that.
How much does this hold?
100 litres, 120 litres in this.
Yeah, I don't.
I think the boat has 500 litres, of water.
Oh.
So you can last a long time on the water. Yeah. So the other things that we need to think about, insurance is a lot cheaper. So our full-time insurance on this is still about 1,200 quid a year, so 100 quid a month. Insurance on the boat is going to be a couple hundred quid a year, so it's more like household insurance. So that includes your contents and all the rest of it. So that's quite good. Canal and River Trust licence. That ranges between 750 and 1100. Depends on what you go for. Whether you want to go on this waterway or that one, or anyway. So we're still to decide on that. We'll probably go for the £700 or £800 one.
Yeah.
So canals, that'll be fine. And then mooring. So we've agreed a mooring in the middle of the country. They're really nice people.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
And we've got Well, we're going to have some training, aren't we? We're still to arrange this, but they do boat handling courses and training, helmsman training, which is sort of a certificated course. So you go and you learn how to be a helmsman. So yeah, and you get a qualification. You get a certificate for that.
Yeah.
Wendy will be doing the driving. I've done the driving in this, right? So Wendy's going to be doing so it'll be Captain Wendy. And I'll be the cabin boy. So.
What's Pippin going to be? What did they call that?
She'd be the sea dog.
Oh, she'll be the sea dog, yes.
I don't know.
Pippin does not like water.
No.
Oh, do you?
No,
No,
you don't.
see, no.
Just the mention of it, and she's like,
no.
That's it. So there's a lot to think about, and a lot of new information coming up. I hope that you're going to enjoy our future videos, because we've got so much to learn, so much to talk about, and so many places to take you. So we'll still be the happy travellers. So we'll still be travelling. We'll still be, chugging up and down on the boat, going different places in the motorhome as we get that. Ireland.
Yes.
I think that's one place that we definitely want to go.
Yeah.
We keep talking about it. Get across there and enjoy that. And of course, when all this settles down, with knowing the travel restrictions that are due to COVID and Brexit, and how long we can go to Europe for at any one time, we'll be getting back over there, spending time down in Spain, and with a smaller motorhome,
we won't have troubles getting out of the Hotel California.
No, we won't.
No.
That'll be.
Can't wait to see them all again.
Yeah. That'll be a good thing to do. Anyway, so I think that's enough of us talking about our plans.
Yeah.
Shall we? We'll just show you where we are, I think.